How's it going, me family? C.Mea here with a pretty interesting theory video on everyone's favorite potential new type, the light type. Ever since the beginning of time, or rather ever since Generation 4 or 5, people have started thinking about new types that could be added to the bunch. Generation 2 introduced both the Steel type and the Dark type, making everything more interesting. Since new types have always been a possibility, many people started making top 10s or top 5s about potential new types. For some reason, the Light type has always appeared at the top of most lists as a fan favorite. Maybe hoping for it to happen would brighten your day, who knows? Anyway, it makes sense as to why it's always been so popular, even appearing in a few fan games. It's always been present in many fantasy games as a recurring element. It's also a well-known attribute in the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise. Alright, I'll soon go over the reasons why the Light type will never happen. But first, let's take a look at what a Light type would be like. Since light overcomes darkness, it would have to be super effective against the Dark type. It would also be super effective against the Fighting type, since fighters mostly rely on their sight to fight and wouldn't do good in battle if blinded. Same with the Bug type, intense light can burn them away. It can melt the ice as well, and ghosts don't usually appear when it's bright, so it'd be super effective against them too. Grass type on the other hand would be super effective against the Light type, as plants do absorb the light for energy, photosynthesis. Rock would be super effective for balancing purposes, and because a rock can entirely block light from going through it, and because it doesn't melt. Dark would also be good against it because the darkness can overthrow the light, just like the opposite can happen. Also, just having a double super effective thing matchup thingy would be really kinda cool actually. Light would be resisted by rock, grass, fire, electric, and light itself. Fire and electric would resist it because they are very similar elements. They're all heat and energy related. On the other hand, light would resist fire, electric, light again, ghost, and fighting. While ice and bug would be weak to light, making them both resisted by it would make the Light type a really brokenly good type. Cough, Psychic Gen 1, cough. Now, I truly believe the Light type will never happen. Here's why. Firstly, it is very safe to say the Fairy type fulfills many of the roles it would have. A Light type wouldn't bring much more diversity to the Pokemon universe, which is always something Game Freak has been good at doing. As many of you may know, the Dark type actually translates to Evil type in Japanese. You might have seen that in my Pokemon Types Are Nonsense series, just saying. It's kinda old, don't watch it. While light does indeed counter darkness, kindness counters evil a lot better, which is one of the Fairy type traits. As I said earlier, the Fire type and the Electric type are already fulfilling the heat and energy roles. Light comes primarily from stars, which are massive heat balls. Usually, new types are introduced to balance overwhelmingly powerful types, like Psychic or Dragon War. With the addition of fairies, the type chart is pretty balanced right now. I doubt the Light type will ever happen, especially with how few Pokemon fit the category. It's another one of those non-physical types, and it would feel too exclusive and not accessible to many Pokemon. Will I ever be proved wrong? Only time will tell. For now, let's just drink green tea and hope for a reptile type, cause that would be amazing! This theory video was super fun to make, so hit the like button down below if you enjoyed the video and are a proud member of the Mea family. Also, if you want more theories like that, please comment. It's always appreciated. Subscribe to C.MeaX if you haven't already. Join the Mea family, it's quite awesome right here. I'll see you next time, and as always, Johnny.